Hey guys, it's Joshy here, and I am back with another Ultra Sun Ultra Moon Wi-Fi theme team giveaway video. So I was thinking earlier on, and I was like, you know what, some Gen 2 moves you can't get anymore, and Gen 2 shinies can be half easily bred, takes a lot of time, but can be done. So myself and Lucy got through, and we made some of these guys who are available to give away. As you can see here, they're all got hidden ability, and we've got Zap Cannon here on our Pikachu, which is Gen 2. Here on Butterfree, we have Nightmare and Curse. Now it is hardy because you can do whatever you want stat wise with it. You have your Adamant with Iron Fist, he will have when he evolves. Ladybar with Dynamic Punch, Endure, Rollout and Curse. We have Coughing here with Endure, Zap Cannon, Curse and Rollout. Some of these could be egg moves now, but I've just made sure they're on there so you can make use of it. Here you've got the Sneasel with Fury Cutter, Dig, Dynamic Punch and Endure. Tangler here with Curse, Endure, Flash. Now, quick heads up, a couple of winners will got bottle caps or golden bottle caps sent over, the first few. And then we've got some Eevees as well. These guys have Endure, Mudslap and Curse, but they also have Focus Energy, which is an egg move, not an egg move, but a level up move in yellow, gold and silver only. So that can be really good for wall breaking. And here we've got Teddiursa with Dynamic Punch, Endure and Fury Cutter, but also with Focus Energy, which is an egg move exclusive to Gen 2. So I thought let's do that. Now if you guys would like to be a part of this competition and giveaway, I will explain it at the end how to go into the draw to win it. I will draw it in a week's time. I'll just let it go for that long, I think, just in case. So anyway, I've got a Butterfree. I'm going to lead with my Butterfree. Now this set is pretty fun, but the tiering of the team is so stretched that this type of set doesn't really always work too well. So anyway, he sends out Shiinotic, the only Pokemon that doesn't work against me in his whole team. So I thought, swap into Ladybar, let's get this going. Then he pulls out the Charge Beam, and I was like, God damn it, of course he does. I mean, he's a Shiinotic and he can carry it, fair enough. But you never know what type of set he's going to run, being a Shiinotic as well. So anyway, he gets the boost, which I really didn't want. So I went for a Curse. I believe I'm running a real bit of mix around on this guy, except for my speed. I'm running a max speed on the Ledian, and you'll see why in the next turn. Because I'm running with Iron Fist, I've got Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch. I've got my Curse. Now, I'm going to have to go for it now, so I thought let's pull out the Z one, but this is actually Z Roost. So this is why I'm running max speed, because when you use Z Roost, you actually remove all negative stat changes. So now I'm +1 in attack and defense, but my speed goes back to normal. So it works really, really well if I can get 4 or 5 up without actually taking too much damage, even if I'm safe enough to use Roost by itself. And then later on, once I've got it up as high as I want, smash in that Z move, get rid of the speed drop and start sweeping. So anyway, this Ledian obviously gets paralyzed, because why not? So I went for the Ice Punch, does over half. I don't get that lucky chance there. He goes for another Sludge Bomb. I live on 4 HP, which is shit, because if he didn't poison me, I nearly said paralyze, I could have taken him out there. So unfortunately, Ledian is down, and needing that setup as well. If I'm versing too high tier because I've got this, Weavile in the team, you got that problem. So I'm just going to go for an Ice Punch, so I'll take him out. Now I am Focus Sashed, so I can live a hit, and with Pickpocket, if it's a physical move that knocks you down to your Focus Slash, you will take their item nearly all the time, which is really cool and nifty. So anyway, he brings in Pikachu here, and he goes for the Fake Out, so I'm like, God damn it, okay, well there goes my Focus Sash item. But I'm running as well Dig, Night Slash with the Ice Punch, and then I have Dynamic Punch still. So I got rid of the other ones because of the set I decided to run, and then he avoids it. Now I knew he'd probably do this here, which was fine with me, because I actually went for the Dig to draw this guy out. And so he brings in his Firewater, which is his, Intimidate Salamence. The only problem here is Intimidate still works even though I'm underground, so that kind of sucks. So now he's going to swap again. I was hoping he wouldn't, seeing that word fire there, but he probably wouldn't outspeed me. So I went for the Ice Punch. I thought I should do some damage anyway. Does nothing. Forgot I had a drop in attack, but I probably should have gone for my Dynamic Punch. Bit of a roll, luck or not, but I'll go for it this turn. I was like, come on, but nah. I am not lucky enough, so he's going to Gyro Ball and that'll take me out. Now, if you do like the type of set or that, you could actually run in with Grandium Z or Fightium Z, because that way you get a massive hit off without the chance of missing. So something a lot of people wouldn't expect, especially Grandium Z. So I've sped this part out. I bought my Butterfree back out. So this Butterfree set is Sleep Powder, Nightmare, Curse, and Roost. So the idea is to put them asleep, curse them, and, you know, do that quarter damage every turn. So I was like, sweet. And he's still asleep, so I can get some curses up. Now, I believe I'm fair bit of HP and special defense investment with a little bit of defense, because obviously I'll boost that with the curse itself. And I have alright special defense. So he wakes up after the second turn and he's got leftovers, which sucks. So he does over half, and I expect him to wake up, and I still miss the sleep powder. So I thought, great, I'm probably down this turn. But he actually has Gyro Ball, and he's like, oh, shit. And I don't know why he went for it, but he misses the sleep powder again. So, you know, yay, happy days. So another recovery. I'm actually 1 HP less than I was before, and I just lived the Ice Punch on 2. So I probably would have lived it anyway, just before, depending on rolls. But unfortunately, with his leftovers on his side of the field, he's actually getting some back every turn, HP wise, so it makes it really hard. So I'm going to pull out the Roost here. You know, and I was saying in the stream, I wondered if it would work like it, and it doesn't, but I was hoping that Nightmare would stay on the Pokemon, and once you use it once and they're asleep, so every time they go back to sleep, if they haven't been returned from battle, it will re-affect them. And if that was the case, that would make this move such an interesting move, because not only could I use Nightmare once on him and then he goes down, but if he wakes up, put him back to sleep, you know, I don't have a 100% chance to put him to sleep, so I can't always guarantee that's going to happen. But also, it would be really, really cool to use it against like Sleep Talk or rest Pokemon that stall you out. So, you know, whether it cursed rest Pokemon or whatnot. So it'd be really, really cool to work with. And I think they really should make that change. But now he's back to full HP, and he's obviously starting to boost his own self. So I was like, oh, god damn it. Okay, well, let's get the Nightmare back on this guy, boost myself up some more. Now, obviously, I could run, you know, acrobatics with, like, you know, if I ran acrobatics on this thing, max attack, max speed, or max attack with max HP, and curse, acrobatics, and that, you know, with weakness policy, obviously he would have been doing really well, because I could have had whatever other moves I could have had, which is probably really dry knowing Butterfree, but that's fine. So, you know, I'm having problems here, but now I'm gonna get frozen, and I was like, god damn it, I just want this set to work out. If he didn't have lefties, I think I would have taken him down, which sucks so much because I was so excited. He's gonna Ice Punch me again. I thaw out, but guys, I missed that sleep powder again. And so, you know, little bit of recovery again, but I'm just like, kill me, please. Just end this. So there we go. So Butterfree's going down there, and lucky I sped that up. Seriously, it was long. I think that was double time. Anyway, so I thought, oh, well, I'm going to bring in the Weezing here. Let's just get rid of this thing. I know I'm going to outspeed him with my set and the fact he's used curses anyway. So I go for a Flamethrower. I'm like, come on, make sure it's done. And it is. So I'm like, good, get out. So I'm like, okay, I can work with this, I can deal, and I'm like, okay, so he's bringing in Pikachu, he's gonna go for the fake out here. I was like, do I stay, do I not? And I was like, you know what, I don't really want to take that fake out. And I thought, you know who can? Tangela. So let's swap into my Tangela here. So he's gonna go for a fake out. Does minimal because I got an Eviolite. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm running Curse, Seed Bomb, Flash, and Pain Split, which is really cool. So if you can get a couple of flashes up and they start missing, they might swap into a Pain Split. If you can get a couple of curses up, I believe I'm running max special defense, max HP. So I live it again. I'm like, okay, well, let's go for a Pain Split. Should get me back up to living section. So, you know, not as much as I wanted, obviously being not his speed and special attack. So he misses there. I go for a Seed Bomb. I thought, let's just, you know, put some damage on this thing. If I can take him out, I can take him out. Doesn't take him out there. I was like, okay, well, let's see again. Unfortunately, he doesn't miss again. It's hard with the Pain Split as your only recovery, but that's alright. You know, if you can get it to work, you can get it to work. It's another set I really do want to get to work, so I'll work on getting them to work later. So it brings in Firewater. I'm like, alright, we'll see what happens. So the Intimidate, okay, my attack's down, but generally I don't have that much attack anyway. So he's going to go for Sunny Day, and I was like, well. I do have Regenerator though, which I continuously forget. So if I did swap on this turn, obviously someone's going to take damage, but I would have got some back. So I went for the Pain Split anyway. I thought if I get the random chance to get it off, and I do, it drops him down a bit, but it actually boosts me up. The only problem here is I am going to be obliterated by Fire Blast in the sun. So Tangela is going down, even with a crit there, so there's absolutely no way I was going to live that. Yep. And so I thought, okay, well, let's bring in my Wheezing. So I can work with this. I've got some good moves, or some whatever moves. So I went for the Endure because I thought, you know what, I'll just take the hit, I'll live it, and then we'll go with that. And then he goes for Rain Dance, and I was like, God damn it, what a waste of a turn, Joshua. What a waste. I'm like, great, well, I can't go for Endure again. I don't think it works 2 times in a row. It might be like Protect and has a small chance. Anyway, I avoid the Hydro Pump, but I do not miss my Zap Cannon, and I'm able to knock him right down that he is now paralyzed. The only problem is in the rain and with his typing, I'm not going to take him out without the Zap Cannon, and that's the only move that would have taken him out, so I miss, and now I'm going to take the Hydro Pump, so I'm like, please don't die, please don't die. And I don't, which is great, because now I can pop my Salak Berry, so now I'm going to outspeed anything else he has. Now, the cool thing about this set, I also carry Belch, so I'm going to be able to do decent hits. So I got Belch, Zap Cannon, Flamethrower, and Endure, so I can make sure I endure. Now, if you had, let's say, Webs up on the other side of the field, you could actually use a Patea Berry, so instead of going for the speed, because Weezing's not the worst speed, I could then actually, you know, do damage. Unfortunately, this thing's going to have Aqua Jet, and he's going to take me out. So I'm down to my last Mon, and this is Ursaring. So my Ursaring has the ability Unnerve, which can actually be really cool in some circumstances. So I'm running here Focus Energy, Endure, so I can get a Salak Berry, but I could go again Salak to Lychee if I wanted the attack or whatever boost. Even if I wanted other boosts like a critical hit ratio, I could run a... Oh my god, I can't even think of the word for the berry. Anyway, so he's actually gone for his Sword Dance. Then he goes for a Rain Dance. And I was like, sweet, that hopefully opens me up to take you out here. I mean, if I hit the Zap Cannon with Wheezing, this thing was dead. Full stop. But I didn't. Now I go for the Slash, and I'm like, that should have done a critical hit. Because I was at 50%, then the Slash takes it up more. And I was like, alright. So I lived the Aqua Jet. I was like, let's go for another one. Let's hope I get another one. If I can get the crit this turn, he dies. And I don't. And then I was like, oh my god, this thing has shell armor. I'm like, oh, for Christ's sake. So I'm going to go down there and lose that 1-2-0, the first battle. But if you didn't have shell armor, or I didn't miss that second Zap Cannon, I would have killed him. So anyway, next one we have here. And I was like, what should I lead off with? You know what? Butterfree. Heads up, I completely forgot I took leftovers off for another battle, so Butterfree doesn't have leftovers in this battle. So I'm just like, okay, Tapu Lele could be Scarfed, we'll see. If he's Scarfed, maybe I could live a Thunderbolt, maybe I could not. Not sure, definitely not Specs. So he goes for the Thunderbolt, outspeeds me, as I expected, no speed investment on my side, and I just live it. So I was like, okay, let's go for the Sleep Powder, and let's see what I can do. So, you know, I was like, okay. So I'll go here for the Nightmare, obviously. I need to start getting that damage up. I need to get it working. So I get the Nightmare off, and I'm like, okay, well, you can have them bad dreams. You can start, you know, doing all that jazz, taking that damage, quarter damage each turn, Lele, you know. So I'm happy. I'm happy at the start. So now I'm like, okay, well, I have to go a Roost. There's no way I can leave. Now, if I had leftovers, though, I would have been, you know, about to 3/4, maybe just a little higher, but unfortunately, actually, I'm an idiot, and now I'm only at about 1/3. So I'm like, oh, if only I had those lefties. So I was like, okay, well, what do I go for here? You know, I'm Denard, and I was like, okay, well, I ended up going for a second Roost, but the thing is, I could have not gone for that Roost there if I had my leftovers, because I knew I would have lived. So this thing's still asleep. I've taken 3/4 of its HP off. All I need is it to be asleep one more turn. So anyway, he wakes up, obviously, and goes for the Thunderbolt. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not dead, but we're back to the same. And I went for Sleep Powder, and I freaking missed. And I was like, if I just didn't miss that, I could have taken out the Lele with a Nightmare Butterfree. Would have been amazing. But unfortunately, no, Butterfree's going down. But I'm going to get it to work. So I thought, you know what, let's bring in this Ursaring. If this thing's Scarfed, I'll take it. You know, I wasn't sure what he'd have or what he is. So, you know, anyway, I just went, okay, well, let's go. Oh, I tossed and turned here. Sometimes I'm like, should I attack, should I not? And I was like, okay, well, let's go for the slash. I just wanted to take him out. Unfortunately, he does swap. So I was like, alright, well, I got to swap here. I can't really touch this thing with only slash and a fury cutter, not focus cutter, idiot. Anyway, he's going to go for a nasty plot. So I was like, yes! Even if you outspeed me now, you can't take me out. So I'm hoping you have something other than a focus sash. So I go for the night slash. I actually outspeed anyway. And he doesn't have it. So I'm like, yay! Goodbye, Miss Magius. Thank Lord, because I needed to do that. So now he's going to bring in La La Land again. His Tapu Lele shiny, obviously. I would chat. And I'm like, okay, well, I should outspeed this. I don't think he's scarfed. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. It does outspeed me, so I'm like, okay, probably is scarfed. Anyway, I'm down to 1 HP, so I do live. I'm like, it didn't matter, because I know he'd die, and I didn't really want anyone to swap into that. I didn't know what he'd go for. I mean, if I did swap into Wheezing, could have been a safe-ish bet, but anyway. So now he's going to bring Blood of Haters, which is his Clefable, and I was like, alright, let's see what this is. So I outspeed, I'm like, let's get the Ice Punch, does alright damage, and he doesn't take me out because he knows he can live it well, and he goes for the bloody Cosmic Power, and I'm like, god damn it. God damn it, god damn it, god damn it, god damn it. And he has lefties, and I'm like, oh well, maybe I'll get the freeze hacks and be lucky, and then I can do whatever. So 2 hits now him nearly at half, but he's going to go for another Cosmic, and I'm like, okay, you know, I get it. I get it. I do, I swear I do. But I need to take care of this damn Clefable. So, what's next? I know, Ice Punch! So let's go again. I'm like, just give me a freeze or a crit or something, please! But he's just going to keep boosting himself, and I'm like, oh, I just need to do good damage on this thing. Like, come on. And I was like, fair enough, but there's no point swapping anyone else in. Obviously that 1 HP though, if I did get a swap, it could have been worthwhile. He's going to be going for Moonlight now, so I'm like, shit. So not only is this a defense booster, he has, yeah. So I have to try and take care of this, but virtually I've done nothing so far. So I'm like, okay, well, you're going to kill me yet or not? Because I'm just going to go for another Ice Punch. At this stage of being in so long, I'm too afraid to swap. But he's still going to go for the Cosmic Powers. I was like, why didn't you swap, Joshua? You could have swapped second turn. Should have swapped. But I've just got to live with my mistakes. So I was like, well, at this point, again, I'm still too afraid because he's going to start attacking soon. And he finally does. So I'm like, okay, finally. I get a Moonblast to the face. I'm like, okay, 1 HP, probably going to go down. And I do. So I'm like, okay, how do I take care of this thing? And I was like, actually, let's try this. So I don't know who's going to be faster at this point. I don't know what he's going to go for. So he's going to go for another, but he's going to go for a Stored Power here. I'm like, okay, let's see. So around a quarter, thank God I'm Eviolite. And lucky it's not stabbed, and he hasn't got any special attack boosts, it's just defenses. So I'm going to go for a Flash, drop his accuracy a little bit. I'm like, hopefully he'll start hitting, but his Stored Power is actually going to be weaker now. So goes for the Moonblast. I'm like, please live this, please. And I take it relatively, actually, quite well. And so I go for another Flash, and I'm like, sweet. Okay, after the 2, hopefully he'll miss, and then I can go for the Pain Split. I'll probably go nearly full HP, fairly well up anyway against something like this. And then I can start being a bit more of a pest. So he goes for Moonblast, and he freaking hits. I'm like, can you miss? Like, actually miss? But I get the Pain Split off anyway, so I'm like, sweet. But I didn't go as high as I thought. I went to 103 still, but I thought he might have had a little bit more HP investment in this thing. But, I mean, at the same time as well, it only goes halfway and he wasn't quite full. So he's going to go for another Moonblast. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're not going to stop. Apparently you're not going to miss either. And another special attack drop, but it really doesn't matter. So I just went for another Flash. I was like, at this point, I'm just going to keep dropping your accuracy. Eventually you're going to start missing. And it's going to pay out in my favour. That's as simple as it goes. Because what's that? That's 3 now, so that puts him at like 2/5 accuracy. Goes for the Stored Power, ends up hitting, does kill me, which I was a little surprised with, but it would have been quite close. But this goddamn thing doesn't miss, apparently. So I was like, okay, well now I definitely need Ursaring, because hopefully he's going to miss. I can get my focus energy up. At least the guaranteed crits with Slash will get through those defense boosts. So go for my focus energy. I like the little green bear here. It's pretty cool. And then, you know, he's going to go for the cosmic power, so he doesn't hit, but he doesn't miss, you know. So he's boosting his defenses more, which is going to help his stored power, but that's it against Ursaring. If I can get these crits off, then, you know, the boosts are just no problem. So I'll go for the Slash one because Fury Cut is not worth it. 2 because obviously it's stabbed and going to do more. Does enough that 2 hits should take him out. He hits me with another stored power. I'm like, for Christ's sake, are you kidding me? Just miss! So anyway, I'm going to go for another Slash, and that's going to at least take out the damn Clefable. So I'm like, God damn it, get the hell out of here, mate. I was like, for Christ's sake. So, he's going to bring in his Lopunny, and I was like, okay, well, we can see what we can do with this. I don't know what he's going to go for, but there's a good chance it's going to be Fake Out or something. So I'll go for the Endure. So whatever he hits me with, I ain't going to die. So I live on 3 HP anyway, but it was worth it. Get the Salic Berry, I'm like, sweet, hopefully I can outspeed him depending what he's doing. And then he freaking Mega Evolves. I'm like, of course you do. Of course you do. I was like, if he didn't Mega Evolve, I could have got a nice Slash off, and it would have done a nice chunk of damage. But unfortunately, he's going to take me out, and Ursaring's going to go down. So I was like, okay, well, I need to deal with this. I was like, you know what, let's bring in Weezing. I should be able to do this. I just need to hit the Zap Cannon, so that way I can get the Paralyzation on him with Parahacks. So I can get him paralyzed is what I was trying to say. So I don't miss. Get the Zap Cannon. Does a third, I guess, around that. Probably just over a third. So now he's paralyzed. I thought, I'm just going to go for Flamethrower. It's too risky to go for another Zap Cannon. So at least a Flamethrower should do alright. And it actually looks like I'll take him out with another one. But he still gets through. At least I popped the Salic Berry, but he gets through. And that was a pain in the ass. So I was like, okay, well, Flamethrower again. If he was paralyzed last turn, that would have been really good for me. But he wasn't, but he's dead, and that's the main thing. So I've got 2 left, including this Weezing, while he's got 2 left, including this guy. And I was like, sweet, I'm going to outspeed this guy now thanks to my berry, because a lot of people don't expect him to be faster, even with a Salic Berry. So that'd put you up to technically a 90 base speed. And yeah, I'm going to take him down. So actually, it'll take you up to... sorry, not... yeah, so it'll take you up to above 90 anyway. So I'm going to go for the Zap Cannon, you know, all that jazz. It's going to do nice, doesn't miss, nearly half. Gets him paralyzed. I'm like, sweet, just be paralyzed this turn, let me hit you again. He's not. And so I'm going to go down to the Scald. So I was like, alright, I could probably take this thing out with this Ledian. It just depends on the attacks he has. So I'm like, at least I got Drain Punch, I can get my own things back, so I go for the Curse. I'm like, attack boosts especially. Like, obviously special defense is what he's going to be attacking with, but if I can get attacks off after some good attack boosts, then I'm doing right. Then he goes for the Recover. I'm like, okay, shit, well, I can live with the Recover, I can work around it. I've just got to play this right and hopefully not get burnt. So I go for another Curse, you know, +2 in attack and defense. I wish this thing was physical, because then that'd just be epic, because now he can't touch me, but he's not. Then he goes for Toxic. And I'm like, fuck. I was like, well, you know what? I can't do much. I'm just going to have a work with it. So I'm at +2 in attack, which is double. And I got Iron Fist, which is a nice boost. But at the same time, you know, he's paralyzed, so I still outspeed. I'm also a Ledian. So that does shit all. And guys, of course he's going to pop his little berry here. Which one is it? The Key Berry. And now he gets a defense boost. So I'm like, oh god. I mean, Bonafit, he can't bloody burn me, but I can't do enough damage to take him out now. I needed to be able to just keep boosting myself up till I hit 6, and then at least the Drain Punches would have done its work. If he, you know, if he didn't have a Revive, I probably could have taken him out. It would have been very, very close, but as you can tell here, there's probably absolutely no way I'm going to win, and to be honest, guys, that is true. But I do obviously try and prolong it a bit more. So lose this one, sorry, 1-0. But I didn't mind. I mean, honestly, I shouldn't have even bothered sending Tangler out against Clefable. Obviously, he did a little bit. I think in the end, it worked out fairly even, but I just don't think so. So, yeah, like, you know, if I had one or two others at the end here ready, like, if I had more HP on Wheezing, that would have been really, really interesting to follow that Zap Cannon up with a Belch, but it doesn't matter, that's how it plays. So guys, before I get to anything else, I'll let this battle finish while I talk, but I'm sure you guys are really interested in how you enter and what to do and what you can win. Well, how I'm going to play this, I'm pretty darn sure I still have my gold bottle cap there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give first prize a gold bottle cap, whoever it is, and then on the Pokemon they get, and then second and third I'll give just a normal bottle cap. The rest will probably bottle cap free, but you can get them yourself anyway if you just go to Pokepelago and go to the mining sector and send them into a normal mine. If you get enough shards, there's a guy in the plaza, if you go into the building right behind you when you load in, up the back left, he'll swap 30 shards for a bottle cap. So, you know, it's not like it's impossible if that's what you want to do, boost them up. And I did want to say earlier, you might have noticed with the whole mud slap on EV, why? Well, again, if you have a good Espeon with Calm Mind and even Focus Energy or something like that, you know, and then you come up against like Steelix or something that kind of walls you, you then have, if you have Ground EMZ, that really strong ground special attack to hit with, or even if not, you still have that special attacking ground move that'll drop his accuracy and wear him down. So that's there for that reason. Now, what do you do? Well, first off, you might want to go back and just see who's available and their natures. I haven't given them nicknames, obviously I haven't, so they're not going to have them. But if, like the Eevees where there's more than one, you will need to know the nature. So what you can do is comment down below. You have to like the video, and then go and comment and say that what Pokemon you want. Simple as that. I'd like to win this one. If you want, enter for every single one you want. If you want all of them, then enter with all of them. I mean, for Christ's sake, if one person only enters and comments every single one, congratulations, they're all yours. But what I'm going to do to pick the winner, to pick the first three, are going to be the highest liked comments. So you might want to get friends to come and like your comment if you really want you to like it. Make 100 different accounts if you really want to like it. And if you want to support other people who are not going for the same thing as you, maybe like theirs and they might like yours back. So, you know, you got Discord, most people in that, chat around, get people to like it. So if you want the all one you want, like it. And then I'll go in order from there. So second highest liked, and third, a second and third with the normal bottle caps. Obviously first with gold, and then I'll go from there down. If any of them are the same amount of likes, then I'll just draw it out. So as simple as that. So that way, if you know, I should be able to give them all away. If it does come down to, you know, someone wins first prize and then coming to another Eevee and they've got 2 likes and 2 other people have 2 likes, I'll cut the person who's already won out. It's not fair if someone wins 5 while someone else could have won 1 or 2 of them, you know, if that's what happens. I'd rather give as many away to different people as possible. So if you have won one of a higher prize, then I will cut you out from lower ones, unless you're against people who've also won. So again, to win, like the video, comment which one you want, or whichever ones you want, and then get likes on your comment. The most likes wins. As easy as that. So if you did enjoy this battle video as well, as I said you probably should do anyway for the competition, is like buttons there. Just go do whatever you want to it. You know, probably Nightmare because you never see that. Comment section has to be used to go in the draw, as well as if you're not part of it, Discord, Twitch and Twitter is linked below. You can use them as well to try and get people to go like your comments, if that's what you want. And then finally, if you want to keep up to date, other giveaways, which happen so often, but I still like them, paddle videos, other games I do or anything like that, you're welcome to hit the sub button because it does help me out and support me, but it keeps you up to date and involved. But I will draw this Saturday next week around the same time this video went up, maybe just a little bit later, we'll see what time, but around the same time, maybe a little earlier, I'm not sure. But anyway guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.